Howdy everybody, and welcome to another stupid video with me, Craig Bryant, and I am stood outside of my home station, Newcastle Central Station, and we're travelling to Prague today. But we're not going from Newcastle, we need to go up to Edinburgh first. So I thought, why don't you come and join me on a travel day? I've done my first leg already, which was the bus from my house to here. Didn't want to dox myself, so you're joining me here. But anyway, let's get inside and we'll have a look around. Right guys, I am inside now, and on the platform, this is a train that goes all the way to Aberdeen. I am not wearing RYANAIR colours on purpose, by the way, I've just realised that, and they're not Sunderland colours either. But yes, just waiting here, and they've got these zone systems. So I'm waiting in zone 8, as you can see there. They used to have where the coaches used to stop for RYANAIR trains, but now they've made it a sort of a zonal system so that other train companies can use it as well. So it basically tells you on the screen up there the layout of the train, what coach stops in which zone. So I want to be in coach C because that is the unreserved coach, which means that if you don't have a train seat, you do normally get a seat. I think you do always get a seat, but I'm on a split ticket, so I don't want to have to move, so I want one seat for the whole way. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that will happen. But Newcastle is such a beautiful station. You've got loads of train movements. I don't know how many platforms are here. There's probably about 12, 13, even 14, I think. But you've got some other RYANAIR Azumas. That's one that we're going to be going on. And I think that is a Nova 2 behind me there from Transpennine Express. That one there is just boat-loaded. Probably 1,000 people in Newcastle there. Half of them dressed in German outfits, and I was a bit like, this is the biggest stag do I've ever seen in my life. It's October, isn't it? I think it's Oktoberfest, so there must be something going on in Newcastle. I've got no idea. There goes an Azuma, and it is about 20 minutes until my train comes, so I'm just going to hang around here and film some train movements if there are any, but I don't suspect anything will be using platform 2 here until our train arrives.
this RYANAIR Azuma to Aberdeen, Lucas, Dundee, Arbroath, Montrose, Stonehaven, and Aberdeen. Glasgow Central and Inverness.
Here we are at Edinburgh Waverley, and I've just noticed something. It is 2:10 and the train has obviously arrived because I'm on the platform, and I was sitting there and I thought, well, Haymarket's only like 2 minutes away, isn't it? So I'll just stand up in the vestibule, and then I realised that it takes until 25 to, so it's 10 past now. So the train waits here for 20-25 minutes on the platform due to timetabling. He's just came on the tannoy, the driver, and told us that. So I thought, well, there's tram stops because my ticket allows me to transfer by either bus or tram from Haymarket, but there's a tram stop really close by here to Waverley Station. They're really close, they're just down Princess Street from each other basically. So I'm gonna get out here, have a little wander around, stretch my legs, and then get on a tram and hopefully get to the airport. We've got plenty of time, I would always say that. Thoughts on the journey: very busy train. There were no reservations at all, which was really annoying, but I was on the unreserved coach anyway, so it wasn't too bad. But it was heaving, but very, very smooth, and a really fast train as well. And it's not technically classed as high-speed rail, this, but they can go about 125 miles an hour on some sections between Newcastle and Edinburgh. This train is a really long distance journey for the UK. It goes from London all the way through Newcastle and Edinburgh to Aberdeen, so that's why it's waiting. So Edinburgh's got two main stations, mainish stations. Waverley is by far the main one, the one I'm in now. So I'm going to head out and have a little look at Edinburgh, one of the most beautiful cities in the world. And that was the right idea. I absolutely love Edinburgh. I'm just here outside the National Gallery. This is normally when I'm stood here, it's in a few weeks' time where the Christmas markets all happen here and it's absolutely heaving. But no, instead I'm walking through in this beautiful autumnal day. We've got Edinburgh Castle right there in the background as well. But yes, I'm not here to visit Edinburgh. I'll come here in a couple of weeks' time, I think. I need to get me tram, but I think I'm still going to beat the train. The station, Waverley Station's just down there, and that train has still got about 10 minutes to depart. Jeremy Clarkson's worst nightmare. Well, we've made it to Edinburgh Airport, and I must say, everything, there's Edinburgh, there's a car park, everything has worked absolutely fine and fantastic today. My bus from home was a couple of minutes late, and the train was 3 minutes late, but everything is made it. I think this just goes to prove, if you're ever doing anything like this, if you're doing connected transport, especially stuff that doesn't naturally or normally link, I know the tram is supposed to link with this train, but just always leave yourself a little bit extra time for your connections. That's it. But yes, the trains and the tram is absolutely class. Look at that, they've got the booking office there is an actual real tram, which must be a massive waste of money. Why is that not out actually being a tram, or is it just a really, really good lookalike? I mean, it's literally got it's got driving controls. I just had a little look into it there. But yeah, I'm here at the airport. I think it's probably about 2 hours and 45 minutes till my plane takes off. We're getting Ryanair to Prague Airport. So I'm just going to chill around, going to spend a little bit of time outside. I've got a drink of water that I'll probably have to neck, because I think the security is reverted back to the under 100 millilitres or under 75 millilitres, whatever it is, rules at the minute, even though they've got the new scanners in. So that's what I've been told. We'll find out. So yeah, just going to chill about here. I'll do a little bit of videoing if anything interesting happens in the airport, and then we'll be getting on what I presume will be a 737-800 or a 737 MAX 8. Hopefully survive this. If you find this on my phone and I'm dead, I told you so. I was a bit scared about the MAX 8. Anyway, I think they do have MAX 8s, but they'll be fine. So yes, gonna go inside now and get through security hopefully as well. Right, well, we're just at the gate now, gate 13 at Edinburgh Airport. It hasn't been announced yet, but it says on the Edinburgh Airport website. So I'm just going to sit here for a bit. There's plenty of seating, but the view is absolutely shocking. I can't say anything. I can just see the corner of an EasyJet A320 over there. But yes, we'll be on a 737 MAX 8 today, going over to Prague. So still got about an hour to chill around here. So very early, but not bad. First in the queue. First one in the queue. I need to get a life.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard this RYANAIR flight to Prague. If Prague is not your intended destination, flight experience news, remember. So you're trying to board 737-8200 series aircraft. Please move along the cabin area. Take access.
Right, I'm just on board now, and I'm not going to do much talking on this. It'll be a full plane. It's apparently not a 737 MAX 8. Apparently is just a 737-800, which is good. I am here in row 34A, window seat, obviously. It's your classic Ryanair. I've showed you if you've been on a Ryanair, they're all the same basically. So looking forward to a good flight. Got some snacks, so I don't have to buy anything, but I might have to get a bottle of water. But yeah, looking forward to a great flight.
And at the rear of the cabin. All exits are...
Drama. I'll tell you on the other side. If we get there.
Baggage must be securely stowed in the overhead locker or under the seat in front of you, and it must not block.
This type of aircraft, there's 10 emergency exits and life jackets about above your head and like...
Well, welcome to Prague. We have made it, and wow, first impressions. you could eat your dinner off that floor. It just always proves in my head, when I visited Poland, how impressed I am with Central and Eastern Europe. They really put places like the UK to shame for stuff like cleanliness, and yeah, just the general infrastructure just seems to be overtaking us, or already has overtaken us. But what I'm going to do, I'll walk to the Holiday Inn, and in the room I will tell you about the weirdest, one of the worst flights I've ever had to endure. It was so weird. Like, I'll just tell you in the room. But anyway, I'm going to do this little seedy walk here, about 10 minutes from this point, I think, or 15 minutes, and then I'll see you in the room. No, seriously, this little pathway, if this was in the UK, oh my days, they've got a sign with the Holiday Inn on. If this path here was in the UK, ooh, the glare's bad. It would be full of chavas, taking drugs, full of chewing gum, and just rubbish everywhere. Look how well kept even the plants are. Sorry, man, but first impressions do matter. Check here. You're doing well. Hopefully the centre of Prague, which I've heard nothing but good things about, will be exactly the same. Looks pretty nice, man. Hope it's like that on the inside. Well guys, I am a sweaty mess, but I have been massively cheered up. I will give you a full room tour. This is a normal standard room. I've got myself a little corner sofa here, so I'm actually really happy, and I'm not in like at a terrible time. So it's about 10 o'clock UK time, so it's nearly 11 o'clock Czech time. I've just waited though, because it says that they serve food till 11 o'clock here. So I come in at about 10:30 or whatever it is. No, it was about 25 past 10 actually by the time I like checked in. And I was like, oh, can I order food? They went, oh, well. And so I don't think you can order food at that time, which is a bit, well, they said last orders was going to be in like 4 minutes. So I think they were trying to put us off. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It looks really nice down there, but it would probably cost an absolute bomb. So she told me about this app called Wolt. I was like, what's Wolt? So anyway, I tried Uber Eats, and apparently they're shutting down here according to their app. So I've been on Reddit. What is the best place to eat? I'm going to be quick. I'm really quick. I need to be quicker in these things. Basically, I've downloaded this app that Reddit suggested, and there are 3 restaurants next to the airport that are delivering at this time. This one is going to close in about 10 minutes time, and I got in beforehand, so I have an Indian, and it was really funny. It's all in Czech. It's like a proper Czech app, and I was like, chicken tikka masala, I know what that looks like. Well, it's chicken in their language, isn't it? So got myself chicken tikka masala being delivered, so that'll stink this place out. And that's the first thing to say. Right, what's happened? Right, where to start? It was all going well until I was the first person on the plane, and that's where it started to go wrong. That was about 5:10 I got on the plane, due to take off at 5:35. And we were about 10 minutes late pushing back, and the pilot said something, and I sort of like queried it for a second, and he was like, we think we've got all the passengers on. And then he pushes back, and we are going down the taxiway and about to join sort of one of the major taxiways to go to the runway, and he goes, and he stops dead, and he goes on the tannoy and says, we're going to have to pull in, and you'll tell we're at the gate. So we pulled into a different gate, and then basically he didn't get on the blower at this point, but all of the cabin crew started rifling through these bags along a few seats halfway down the plane. So like, what's going on here? And I sort of had a little theory. I was like, well, why would they go through bags? The reason you'd go through bags is because somebody has got their bags on the plane, but now is no longer on the plane. That comes from the Lockerbie disaster. So the Lockerbie disaster, we don't know, quick history, Pan Am flight, whatever it was, from Frankfurt to Dallas, I think it was, blew up over the town of Lockerbie, sadly killing people on the ground and everybody on the plane. And that went down to a transfer of a bag that then went on a plane, but the person whose bag it was ended up not being on the plane. So they changed all the rules after that. So basically, if you leave a plane, you have to have your bags off. And apparently then this pilot comes on the thing and says, somebody's decided they don't want to fly and somehow has ended up on the plane and then ran off. I've never ever had that happen before. And to be fair, that's not Ryanair's fault. That's this idiot passenger. So they're having to make sure that he's not like some terrorist leaving a bomb on the plane and then running away. So they then say, so basically they called that the first problem. So then we got pushed back and I'm like, they went, right, we're happy now. So we lined up on the runway. You've probably seen all of this in the video before. We lined up on the runway. We waited, I am not joking, on the runway at the threshold ready to take off for 5 minutes. I mean, this is Edinburgh Airport. There were planes coming to land. There's probably a few planes that have been sent for a go around because of it. Ridiculous. 5 minutes, nearly. And then he started going down and I was like, that is nowhere near, not even full thrust, but not even near like sort of 80% of whatever you might use. And lo and behold, he came off the first taxiway and then round the corner and went to a holding point and didn't come on the blower straight away. We're like, how are you, man? Got to tell me what's going on. Then came on again saying, there is a second problem. We just need to find out. We sat there for about 20, I don't even know how long was it, maybe 20, 30 minutes. And this holding point, and like the communication was like not great but not terrible. Like I know they can't like rile the passengers up, but he never told us what this second problem was. It was probably something to do with that bag, but he said we are 100% sure that bag is off and we were cleared for takeoff. And then he comes on the blower after that time and says, right, we are going to go and take off. We've been given clearance and we can take off. And he didn't tell us what it was. And so we're like like, is the engine going to fall off? Like, I'm obviously like, you trust the pilots and you trust them to make a decision. They're never going to do anything safety wise. So wouldn't expect that from Ryanair or anybody. So I'm not claiming it's that, but just maybe the communication, maybe explain if this second problem was related to the first problem, just say that. And then people are like, right, it's about a bag. Don't just say there is a second problem and then leave it and then fly the whole way here. So we've got in late. This is going on for ages. Sorry, guys, I'll shut up. We got in really late and then he said, as we were coming into land, the gate's been nicked because of our late arrival. So we had to go to a remote stand and then we ended up getting buses. So that's added even more time on. Anyway, got off the plane. Prague airport, you could eat your flipping dinner off the floor, and I've already said all of that. And I've come into the Holiday Inn. So all of that's forgotten. I hope my food turns up because I'm absolutely starving. But I've been greeted and I literally came in and I did a Borat impression sitting on there. Well, we were. I am the king of the castle. I have a chair. So good, man. I am a IHG member, but I've never stayed in a Holiday Inn. I only signed up because apparently you get benefits. And one of those benefits was a tiny little packet of Haribos. How cool is that? Just like, thank you for being a member. Here is a little present. I was like, well, it is little, but that's a really nice touch. Really nice touch. Made us feel really welcome. It's just such a nice new room, man. I've not looked at any of this. I've not even been in the bathroom, but Holiday Inn, not Holiday Inn Express. I think it is technically still 3-star, but it's a full service. That's the difference between Holiday Inn and Holiday Inn Express, is it's a full service. So you should expect meals at the times that they're sort of, I mean, you shouldn't say 11 o'clock on their website if you're going to close any sort of bookings for that, what's it called, orders, last orders at 10:30 or whatever. Like how you just put 10:30 on it and that's that. But this room, man, is so nice. Look at the flipping size of that. That's bigger than my telly in the house. That must be like 70-inch TV. And you've got yourself this lovely little corner sofa area. I mean, that, man, I've got a Super King at home. And that there, I think, is a Super King. And you've got some love. I've not even looked out of this. Oh, what a beautiful view. I can see a Shell garage down there. But it looks really nice and quiet. I can barely hear any of the planes. We've got ourselves a nice little light situation going on. Oh, and I'm going to get that on. I am boiling hot. Sorry, that's the other thing I should have said. The guy sat next to me on the plane stunk of like BO. It was minging for the whole flight, including this like massive weight. Like, come on, man, just have a wash before you get on. And his breath as well. Like, there's something on his breath. I don't know if he's like been smoking before he came on. It wasn't weed or anything, but it was just, come on, he absolutely stunk the whole way. So I've just not had a good flight. And that's the way I'm going to leave this video, as I go around the bathroom and tell you. Oh, that's not the one. Oh, where's the light switch? Is that the bathroom light switch? No. Is the bathroom light switch on the inside? Mad, that's what happens in Europe. I always forget these things. You're allowed a light switch on the inside. Nice shower, man. Nice, this looks lovely. I've got an extra hour's sleep because the clocks are going back tonight, but my friend Tom, I'm not here on my own in Prague, by the way, beautiful wife Rachel, and Tom's wife, beautiful Jazz, according to him. She's beautiful. Oh, what a disaster. I'm not re-recording this to get over that. You know what I mean by that. Lovely girl, but his wife. Basically, both of them have normal jobs with annual leave. Me and Tom both work in school, so we get half term. So we thought, Howie, let's get ourselves to Prague on some cheap flights. But he's coming in from Gatwick Airport, sleeping in Gatwick Airport tonight, not even in a hotel. An absolute madman. Our group chat. Why do we need a group chat, Tom? There's two of us coming, but he's made a group chat and it's called Prague on a Shoestring, so we're going to have a great time. But yes, basically, flying is not my favourite thing. I love being able to come to places like this, and I know it needs to be economical. Of course it does. And that's why Ryanair cram you in, but it is just not nice. Planes are just not nice. Like 737s, it wasn't a Max apparently, it was an 800 that's had the double wingtips retrofitted on it. In the end, I found that out. So if I've said it was a Max at any point in this, it wasn't. But yes, I don't really like flying. I would have wanted to have been a pilot. I used to do Flight Simulator all the time when I was a kid, but just the airport and the whole crack, you feel like you're crammed in. I much prefer ferry. I'm going to put it out there, but I don't mind flying if it brings me to places like this. Anyway, this outro has been too long. If you've enjoyed this video and enjoyed me suffering, please like this video. It massively helps. And please subscribe, guys. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. I'm not going to put a time on it, but let's say like by March next year. I would love to get 1,000 subscribers, because that's when the ad money and the YouTube partnership scheme comes in. I am a YouTube partner now, but I don't get the ad money yet. That would just help pay for some of these stupid trips, and I can do more videos for you. So please subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.